Welcome replay viewers, and good morning everybody. And we'll just do a quick scope of the latest fledglings here of Purple Martin families. We have some good activity this morning. At least two more families have fledged this morning, two more groups of babies. They've been flying around, but now they're kind of stationary on the nests. Thank you for joining. Welcome. Let's get a little closer look here. Not too many Purple Martin families left now to fledge, so we're getting toward the end of the season here, believe it or not. Pretty soon they'll be leaving us for their migration back to Brazil. So these two groups are babies that came out of the cavities early this morning. Their first flights were made with their parent birds. I think each group had 5 or 6 little ones flying with the two parents. And what happens also is the second year bachelor birds, their role is to try to chase the little ones away from the place they were born, so that they don't imprint on the houses that they were born in. So there's a little bit of harassment going on of the new babies as they're making their first flights today. And there they go. So what you see flying and hear flying are the male and female parents, their offspring. Each one has a clutch of 5 to 6 babies making first flights. And you have, as I say, the so-called bachelor birds, the ones that did not mate this year, usually second year birds. And they're trying to harass the little babies to chase them away from the nesting cavities so they don't imprint on the house they were born in. That's a nice group of martins all perched up there on the top of this house. There they go again. So these are combination flight training flights and also training flights of how to catch insects on the fly, because Purple Martins are aerial insectivores. In other words, they feed on flying insects on the wing. And they have about 7 to 10 days here to get ready to learn all these skills, to get ready to start their migration back to South America, back to Brazil. Let's look up at this guy here. This is a male Purple Martin, mature male, waiting for his family group to come back, or maybe mom's out flying with the kids right now. Okay, well, they come and go. They are quiet right now, then they'll fly off. So this is the activity at our Purple Martin colonies this morning. But as I mentioned, the sad days are ahead of us, because now they all will start leaving us between now and August 1st. And usually by August 15th, all of the birds have left us for the season. So we'll enjoy the activity we have in the remaining time for 2019. And after they all leave us, we will take the housing down starting around Labor Day, maybe even a little earlier. Get it all set for next season. Beautiful day here on eastern Long Island. High 70s, maybe 80 degrees right now, Fahrenheit. Breeze out of the northeast, so it's a cooler wind, a cooler breeze today. Lower humidity. Okay, folks, thank you for joining me this morning for this short video, and we'll see everybody again next time. They're what they call crescent openings, or stalling resistance entrance holes. It's like a half moon shape. It's full size for these birds. If I pan up here and show you that tilt up, if you're looking right at a gourd, and this gourd is typical of the gourd entrances and the house entrances. It's a half moon, and it allows these martins to wriggle in and out, but it keeps starlings out of these houses. So it's an anti-starling preventive device. Otherwise, if you had regular 2-inch round holes on the gourds and the houses, the starlings would take over nesting in these houses. Yeah, well, that's very good. Thank you, and thanks for mentioning that. You should have good luck where you are in North Texas, or obviously in the central fly zone. Probably more luck with martins where you are than where we are here in the Northeast, because we're about at, well, we're not at the complete northern range of the eastern seaboard martins. They do go up into New England, but less and less so. And I noticed from all the tracking maps of purple martins that up through the center of the country, you get all the way up into Canada. Texas has always been a great spot for purple martins. Yeah, so if you haven't done it already, then do these starling resistant entrance holes. There's various types. I have had great success over the years and the decades even with the half moon shape. Wow. Okay, very good. 12-room house. And you know, it'll take a season or two to start to establish a regular colony, but once they nest in it and are successful in nesting in it, then they will come back. The mature birds will come back year after year for their lifespan, which is about 8 to 10 years. But the key is to keep starlings out of the nests primarily, and then also, you know, you have to do what you need to do about sparrows, English house sparrows, which are an imported pest. Anything we can do to help these birds fight off these imported predators, things of that nature, and then it'll be successful. Okay, let me just pan around one more time, and thank you for all the hearts. Really appreciate that. So we're about latitude 40.8 north on the eastern seaboard, and we've been very successful here over the years. I've been doing this for about 38 years now. These particular houses are not quite that old. I didn't start off with these, but I built these, oh gosh, at least 25 years ago, and I maintain them every year. As a matter of fact, I'll show you what I started off with when I first started for purple martins, and I keep it. Thank you. Hey, Sassy Cat, good to see you again. Here's a trio metal house that I started off with many, many years ago. This used to be a company in Illinois that built these metal houses. I think it's been taken over by another company in Chicago now, but the original fellow who designed these houses and built them was the Trio company in Griggsville, Illinois. So this was my first martin house over 35 years ago, and I keep this as a reminder of those days and everything. But then I built all these wooden houses. Of course, the plastic gourds are purchased items from the Purple Martin Conservation Association. And we've been very, very successful with Purple Martin colonies here for well over 3 decades now at this particular location. And our season normally lasts from, well, the very first so-called scout birds, right? The very first birds arrive around April 15th. And then the last of this season's birds will be leaving here around August 15th. So it's only a 4-month window that we have them here. And then once they start nesting, that goes very rapidly. They'll pair up for the season. Male and female will pair up for the season. They'll claim a nest. When the weather gets warm enough, the female will deposit a clutch of eggs. The mature birds, as many as 5 to 6 eggs. It takes 14 to 16 days from the time the last egg is hatched until the first little baby bird breaks through the egg. So pretty much within a day, 2 of each other, all the eggs hatch. And then it's 28 days, 4 weeks from the time you get these little pink babies come out of the egg shells until the babies are ready, full grown and ready to leave the nests for their first flights. So that's where we are right now in this phase of it. Over the last week or 2, we've been fledging the new ones that have been raised here this summer. But we're getting down toward the end of that right now. And my best guess from nest checks and housing occupation is that we're going to turn out about 180 to 200 baby Purple Martins this summer from our sites here. Okay, well, thanks for joining me this morning, everybody. Take care, and we'll be back on the air again soon. Bye for now.